Hello, everybody. Joe Bag of Donuts here, and welcome back for another episode of Summer Pockets Reflection Blue. Where last time we left off, hung out with Shiki some more, interrogated Shiraha's grandpa, got sick. Good times had by all. We are now in our cohabitation arc, even though Haruhi's a bum and is sleeping in the living room on the couch, even though they don't have a couch, so he's just on the floor. But now he's sick, and we're in the sick boy arc. But I think we're on the tail end of that one, so we'll keep going. See how we're totally not out of time, girl, and our boy here interact. I'm sure it'll be great. Fun times had by all. Anyway, I'm a little tired today. I was tired yesterday too. Like yesterday was bad. I was like in a full head fog like all day, so I didn't record. I tried to study. Studying didn't go very well because I couldn't focus, and I don't know what that was. I don't know if I was just tired, if it's the heat, because it's been really hot here. Like the real feel is supposed to be like up in the hundreds today for like the next couple of days, including like peak humidity. So it's rough out there. I got the fan going, which I think if I put it down on level 2, like you guys shouldn't be able to hear this. OBS should block out that in addition to my microphone settings. So hopefully you don't hear like a weird buzzing noise in the background, but if you do, tough shit, it's really hot out. On top of that, this might be one of the last videos for a while. I should be able to record another one tomorrow. It's Sunday. I'm supposed to go back up home starting next week, but I might make it so that way I leave on Monday and get there Tuesday, kind of thing. So we'll play it by ear because I still need to do laundry and pack my bag. So I might be a bum and just kick that can down the road for another day to get some chores done. Because I need to wash some clothes. A good segue into my sauna suit arc that I'm currently on. Because oh man, that thing fucking works. That thing works, dude. If you don't know what a sauna suit is, basically it's kind of like a windbreaker and pants that you'd wear, but they're specifically designed to not be breathable and to not let moisture out. So you just sweat in it when you work out. Like it was gross. It worked great. Like I had to stop because my body was like, you are like a sponge with all your water squeezed out of you. So if you keep going, you will die. So I'm like, yeah, that seems like a good time to stop. When I looked down, like, because I was walking on my treadmill for like 2 hours at my desk, down like where my arms were swinging, like below there on the side of the treadmill, just puddles of sweat from like just running down my sleeve. Whenever I'd like touch my arm to the standing desk, it'd leave like a puddle from like what was pooling up at the wrist. It was gross. I had to stop because my socks were soaked. That's how much I was sweating, and like it's like I would just walk through a puddle. My shoes were making like squishing noises, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get like trench foot if I keep doing this. So I stopped, took it off, and my underclothes looked like I had just jumped in a swimming pool. Like shirt, like completely drenched. Skivvies, same, socks. Blech. I'd hung them up when I went to go take a shower. When I came out, like underneath was like a fucking puddle forming. So that was gross. Works great though. Great for cutting that water weight and burning some extra fat, which is good. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to slim down a little bit. So hopefully that'll help some, especially because I'll be going back up home. I'll be gone for a bit. Every single day I can go like running in that. I can go swimming at the lake. I can go kayaking. I'll be like doing my own little training arc montage, but I'll also be doing schoolwork. So fun times. Fun. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm not drinking coffee right now. I had my pot before I started because it is so hot I would die if I'm drinking a hot thing of coffee. So I got my big old jug of water, my big water bottle, which has cactuses and like blooming cactus flowers on it. Uh, I think I think it looks good. People make fun of it because they just see the flowers and they don't see the cactuses. But hey, I think it's an aesthetically pleasing water bottle. The only issue with it is like the spout is really small, so when you're like pouring back to get water, it can take a bit to be, satiated. Which I guess is good in its own right. That way you're not just drinking like 10 pounds of water, which you're supposed to sip slowly with water anyway, so there's probably some health benefit to that. I don't know. Anyway, the shrill of cicadas woke me. Above me was the guest room ceiling. I was oddly aware. No haze. Well, I guess my fever went down. I removed the towel on my forehead and sat up. My body felt light. I looked to the side and saw Shiki sitting there, looking down. Did she nurse me the whole night? Having someone to hold your hand when you're sick and weak. Never knew it could be that calming. Now, it's not that I didn't know. I might have just forgotten. I'm sure my mother did the same for me as a child. I think that's why it felt so familiar. Shiki, thank you. I whispered to myself. Oh, you're awake? Totally thought she fell asleep sitting there. The way she had her head down. She hung her head again. Shiki? I wondered if she was sleepy or something. That wasn't it. She lowered her gaze. Her lowered gaze pointed to an old book on her lap. Oh, that book. It was the old record Kyoko-san found in the shed. The Torishiro Archive of Mountain and Sea. Oh, you read it too? Apparently, things that happened 150 years ago are written in there. I was going to show it to you too. But there wasn't anything particularly about Oni in it, so I forgot. Sorry. She said nothing, her eyes lingering on the document. Did something in there catch her attention or something? Huh? Yeah, it's too bad. You remembered? She looked at me. Tears lay in wait behind her pained expression. Shiki? Something about her was off. The book fell from her lap. Shiki? I shot up with a sudden shout, then left the room. Oh, she shot up. Umi-chan passed her by. Adolescence. I don't know either. Yeah, girls do that. Crying? I don't know. She just read that old manuscript and said she remembered something. Hey, Umi-chan, language. Hmm? Must be like some pun there that didn't translate. Kyoko-san came in next. I'm just shocked. Can't make heads or tails of anything. I'm going after her. My fever's gone, thanks to Shiki's medicine. Right now, all I want is to chase after her as quickly as possible and talk to her. I got out of my futon and threw off my pajamas. I paid no mind to them, finished changing, and dashed out of the house. Yeah, he had those rip-off pants with the Velcro on the side, so you could just grab the front and whoosh, off in one motion. I headed straight for the Naruse shrine first. Shiki was drawn to this place more than any other. I guess this place would have the highest possibility of being her destination, but... Shiki? Hey, Shiki! I called her name and searched the place top to bottom, but found no sign of her. Not here. She's not here, then. No matter where I looked next, my chances of finding her stayed about the same. All I could do was run around like mad. Damn it. Forget Oni. What is this, hide and seek?
高原じゃないか。
No, Miki?
出歩いているところを見ると、風邪は治ったのか？
Yeah, thanks for the concern. And thanks for the visit, too.
気にするな。そもそも、お見舞いに行こうと言い出したのは良一だ。礼なら、良一に言ってやれ。
I'd rather not. You made our life harder for us, but, Gotcha. By the way, have you seen Shiki?
四季か？今日はまだ見てないが、彼女がどうかしたのか？
Well, kinda.
島内放送で呼び出してみようか？
Nah, let's not make a big deal.
そうか。
Let's not make it a big deal. I was gonna say, not make a big deal of it, but... But I assumed wrong with what the sentence was gonna say. But thanks. I left City Hall and went to look somewhere else.
お、ハイリじゃん。もう元気になったのか？
Thanks to you guys coming to see me. Sorry for making you worry. And thanks.
おいおい、よせよ。水臭いこと言うなって。友達なら当たり前。
That's really stuck in your head, huh?
マイブームだぜ。
Huh. Hope it ends soon. Putting a pin in that. Have you seen Shiki?
四季か？いや、見てねえな。
Alright, thanks. On to the next
なあ、
place.
ハイリ。
ん？
役に立ったか？
No. Huh? Was what helpful? His info just now?
とぼけんなって。そんだけ元気になってるってことは使ったんだろ？妹ミコのドキドキお祓い大作戦。
Many things resurfaced in my mind.
ドキドキしたか？
Heartthrob my ass, it was a mess! Shiki started sobbing, Kyoko-san got angry, Shiki detested me. I mean, and Umi-chan.
まさかお前女性陣の目の前ですげえやつだな。
Hey, it was our room.
でもそんなお前を俺は友達として誇りに思うぜ。
I'm not sure I want to reciprocate.
そんなこと言うなよ。友達でいようぜずっとよ。
Oh, what a stupid conversation. Anyway, I gotta find Shiki. Not here either.
高原じゃないか。
Turned around, whoever just called me. Tenzin? What? Tenzin came up with a heap of wakame seaweed on his
もう
head.
風は治ったの
In his hand. For the most part.
そうか。それは何よりだ。やはりラケットラバーによる冷却効果のおかげか。
I'm sure. Nope. Anyway, why are you carrying around seaweed?
頭に乗せると冷たくて精神統一できる。
Oh. Okay. How do I respond to this?
お前のお見舞いもラバーにするかワカメにするかで迷っていたんだが
Thank you for bringing the racket instead.
な。やはり高原にはラバーが似合うと思ったんだ。
Thanks. I'll take rubber over seaweed. That aside, have you seen Shiki?
四季いや、見ていないな。
Okay, thanks. I turned to the road to search someplace else.
高原
Turn around to see Tenzin offering a bundle of seaweed to me.
かぶっていくか。
I'm good. I politely, yet forcefully turn him down. The sun set before I knew it, and darkness covered the island. Where in the world is she? I looked everywhere, but found nothing. Maybe we passed by each other by coincidence. She could be home again by now. As I thought to head back and check. What is that? Saw a small light in the mountains. Fire? That doesn't look like it. The flickering glow seems so for only an instant. But rather than change or grow, it seemed to be slowly moving. Someone in the mountains? Could be. Shiki? I mean, it's probably Ao, but... not exactly the safest place I've wandered into. The mountains at night were darker than I thought. The trickles of moonlight between the gaps in the trees let me just barely make out the road's shadow. I need to watch my step. I'm gonna look like an idiot if this isn't Shiki. I found the small, swaying light ahead. Caught up. I picked up the pace a bit. As I approached it, the figure of a person became dimly visible. They wore loose, kind of old-looking clothes. A kimono? That has to be. Shiki! Light stopped and the person turned around.
Heidi?
The glow revealed Ao's face. Ao? I heard Nari's cry directly next to her.
なんであんたこんなところに
I saw the light and thought it was Shiki. Came closer and noticed her clothing again. Oh, those clothes. Cosplay?
違うわよ。空門に伝わる由緒正しい儀礼服よ。山の祭事の時には着るのがしきたりなのよ。
That's all the mountain. Her eyes went wide and she covered her mouth. What is that?
とにかく、これは空門のお役目なのよ。
Roll. Didn't Shiki mention that? She asked if they're still carrying on the role of guiding the something or other.
あまり追求しないで。
She looked guilty, so I shut up.
で、あんたなんでこんな時間に山にいるの
Well, Shiki disappeared, so I was looking for her. Have you seen her?
見てないわね。
Okay.
ねえ、あの子って何なの
Like I said, she's your under...
という設定は置いといて。
Honestly, I don't really know either. I think she's connected to this island in some way, though.
神山って言ったわよね。神山式。
Did you do some of your own research after you got weirded out at the candy store? Find anything? Yeah.
前にも言ったけど、この島には神山なんていう家はないわ。
Currently?
今は。
Yeah. Right now?
私も思い出したのよ。神山って家があったことを。
They existed?
神山の家はもうずっと昔に途絶えてるわ。
Ended? What? Then she's the granddaughter of some relative that lived outside the island?
それはまあありえない話じゃないけど、でもそれだとあの子がうちのお役目のことを知っている理由は説明できないわ。
She fell into thought. A mysteriously gentle look on her face.
ちなみにだけど、神山っていう姓があの子の記憶違いっていう可能性は？記憶喪失だったんでしょ？
That's the one thing she was full of herself about.
じゃあその線は薄そうね。確かにあんたが言うように何かしらこの島にゆかりのある子だと思うんだけど。
Nari cried as if pushing us.
ああ、ごめん、いなり。ハイリー。
Yeah, do your job.
私の続きは歩きながらでいい？
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you go all the way to the peak?
それが空門のお役目なのよ。
Damn, Ao, your legs must be strong as fuck. Ao and Nari and I set out for the mountain's summit. Man, that's one weird roll. Have to climb to the top of the mountain at night?
本当は誰にも見せちゃいけないのよ。だからこの時期、島の人たちは夜の山に入らないわ。
Then is me being here bad?
まあ、要は誰にも言わなきゃ大丈夫よ。だから、あんたも内緒よ。
Got it. Island tradition, huh? I was just thinking on the strangeness of it when... Something flew by. Saw it clearly in the darkness, distinctly glowing. A butterfly? Began fluttering this way, drawn by the light of Ao's lantern. Butterflies fly around at night? Absentmindedly reached my hand towards it.
触らないで
Whoa! What?
絶対に触っちゃダメよいい
Yeah. She left no room for debate. I could only obey. They poisonous or something?
そんなところよ
I got the impression she was hiding something. But even more so, I sensed that I really shouldn't stick my nose into it. I mean, the easy lie would be, yes, they are poisonous, but also they're endangered, so you really shouldn't do it. It's illegal. Something like that, she's like, oh, fuck, okay, yeah, gotcha. The butterfly, guided by the lantern, followed behind us. I continued on, paying it no mind.
さっきの話の続きだけど
Oh, yeah.
神山の家のことなんだけどさ昔鬼と呼ばれていたのよ
Cool. Oni?
そう鬼の一族
Whoa. Okay. Never thought that word would pop up now, of all times. Didn't you say there were no stories about Oni here?
思い出したって言ったでしょ今朝急にね
Kamiyamas, descended from Oni? From the instant we met, Shiki called herself an Oni. Had her pegged as some girl doing what kids her age do. Not that I think she's really an Oni now, of course. But the puzzle started to come together. Kamiyama Shiki is an Oni. What on earth does that mean? We finally came to a clearing in the mountain. A single, lone tree stood inside. It projected a strange sense of presence amid this emptiness. Leaves grew densely on its branches, so green you could still tell in the darkness. Among them were small, white flowers. Bathed in moonlight, one might think the tree itself gave off its own pale radiance. Seeing this on a mountain is kind of amazing.
ここは空角しか来ちゃいけない場所よ
My lips are sealed.
うんそうして
She carried her lantern to the tree. Nari and the butterfly from before followed, as did I. She stopped near the tree. What?
ちょっとなんでここに人が
A person. I looked over our shoulder at the tree. At its base, someone was collapsed. A girl wearing a familiar howdy. Shiki? I immediately ran to her.
四季
Shiki, pull it together. Hey! I'm not yelling. It's too hot. It's too hot for yelling. I sat her up in my arms and called to her. Shiki, come on.
ねえ今の何いびき
Her stomach. She couldn't have gone hungry and just spent up all her energy like always, could she? Shiki? But she didn't pester me for food this time. She's sleeping? Oh man, I read that with a weird cadence.
寝ながらお腹の虫を鳴らしてるの
I mean, yeah, it's just the muscles in the stomach like contracting and spasming that make the growling sound. It does it on its own. Clever, huh?
道に迷ってここに来たのかしら
Who knows? They're a huge pile of unknown still, but for now, I was just glad I found her. Oh, thank God. After that, I carried Shiki home on my back. I also discovered that sleeping girls are pretty heavy. Yeah, anyone who's, if you don't know, like, unconscious is very hard to carry, because when someone's conscious, they, like, cling to you and, like, try to maintain their balance, which really helps your center of gravity. But if someone's just, like, limp, it's like carrying a sack. Like, it's just like, ooh! Like, you have to do all that, hard work and balancing on your own. Ugh, there. I laid her down in the futon. Even though she's not, like, super heavy, let's say Shiki's, like, I don't know, 90 pounds, because she's small. Still, carrying, like, a 90-pound, like, pack on your back with, like, no strap, so you're really just doing it with your arms and slightly leaning forward down a mountain, would fucking suck. That'd be awful. She showed not a single sign of waking up. Oh, what a kid. Well, she is 14, I guess. Ah, right. I left some wrapped musubi on a dish by her pillow. Courtesy of Kyoko-san. You trying to kill her? Eat up once you're awake. I noticed traces of tears on her cheeks. I gently wiped them, then put out the lights on my way out. I don't put too much stock to people like crying in their sleep unless it's like active, like whimpering. Because your eyes. Thanks for cutting me off, Shiki. Yeah, your eyes just can water in your sleep. I get them. I get watery eyes when I'm asleep. So I'll wake up like with like all gunk in the corners, and sometimes like that trail going down like the side of my face or like across my nose, depending on which way I was lying down. What?
お兄ちゃん、事件？ハイリ君、何をしたの？
I woke up. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've had to apologize for opening my eyes. Hey, wait. I was sleeping here, right? More importantly, I'm here right this very second. I'm being completely framed right now.
ごめんなさい、お兄ちゃん。しきちゃんの悲鳴を聞くとついね。
Oh, for crying out loud. Umi-chan, Kyoko-san, and I came to the guest room. Hey, we're coming in, Shiki. Yeah, she probably ate the omusubi and like, her body instantly rejected it. We entered, only to find her still asleep. Was she just sleep-talking? I soon realized that wasn't the case. She wasn't sleeping, but convulsing on the ground. Omusubi in hand. The one Kyoko-san made last night.
毒を盛られた。そんな一体誰に？
Kyoko-san lost herself in confusion. Umi-chan and I closed our eyes and shook our heads. In the afternoon, Shiki's pale face finally got out of bed. Oh, you're up.
ひどい目にあったぜ。
Evidently, the poison was yet to clear completely. Still don't look like you're ready to eat anything, are you?
何かあるのかい？
I went to the diner this morning and had some omusubi made. Clean and splendidly crafted omusubi sat on the dish.
おむすび。
Yeah, real ones this time. She sat on her heels in front of the dining table and put her hands together.
いただきます。
She practically pounced for it. Hey, are you okay scarfing all that
お
down?
むすびを食べれば大丈夫さ。
She also hasn't eaten for like a day and a half, so
元気になるに決まっているじゃないか。
she being like she had faith in that. Why do you even like omusubi that much?
おむすびを食べると作ってくれた人の元気をもらえるからさ。
Meaning?
おむすびは人と人とを結ぶ食べ物なんだぜ。
What does it say about Kyoko-san's spirit then? Ah, I remember you saying something like that. Also, sorry if you hear like a tapping sound. I have an Allen key on my desk, so I'm playing with that. I'm like spinning it between my fingers and occasionally like hitting it off. Omusubi means connection. Eating it connects people, imparts the spirit of the one who made it. I see. Kinda makes sense. An appetite to hers, though. I watched her eat for a while. Can I ask something?
なんだい？
Why are you passed out in a place like that yesterday? Were, not are. And you read that old book, then ran out of the house crying. Yeah, you're being weird, but in like a different type of weird than you normally are. You said you remembered something. What was it that made you like that?
全然ちょっとじゃないね。それにおむすびを食べながら答えられるような問いでもないぜ。
Right. but it was bothering me. She took her last bite, then put her hands together
ご
again.
ちそうさまでした。さて、それじゃあ出かけようか。
Out? Wow, all of a sudden.
今の君の問いに答えるためさ。外で話そう。
Okay.
その方がきっと分かってもらえる。
I'll take your word on it. I went outside with Shiki. And sun and shower of cicada cries poured over us mercilessly as always. I was used to both by now. Shiki glanced around, somewhat happily. Not so much like she was looking for something, but as if she was taking in the sights. Well, don't you look happy?
そうだね。忘れていた間はこの景色を何とも思わなかった。でも思い出してみるとところどころ面影があるんだ。随分と変わってしまっているけどね。
Yeah, tree cover can grow in pretty quickly. Traces? She spoke as if she'd been here in the
ハイリ
past.
君、手をつないでくれないかい？
What?
ほら、恥ずかしがらずに。
She forced her hand, my hand, into hers.
男の子の手は大きいんだね。
Hey, I'm self-conscious about that. I have small hands. Who's the embarrassed one again? She spared no time with that blush either. Ended up alleviating my own.
こんなことするのは初めてなんだ。
How scandalous. Where'd this come from?
少しだけ勇気を分けてほしいんだ。
Courage?
怖いんだ。向き合うことが。
Her delicate hand trembled. I squeezed it in return without a word. Hand in hand, we arrived at the very outskirts of the island. The only place that seemed a stranger to human contact. The ocean churned right nearby. Should have turned violent, the waves would likely roll awfully close. And in its place stood a small stone monument. I never knew this place existed. Thought I'd been from corner to corner, but apparently there were still locations I hadn't been to. The monument looked rather aged. Pieces were chipped in areas, worn down by the salty wind and waves. The engraving, too, was faded a good deal. Shiki approached it. What is that?
慰霊碑さ。
Cenotaph?
昨日見つけたんだ。
Cenotaph? I put my hands to it and traced the characters chiseled into it. In memory of the Kaie tsunami. Kaie was most likely the era. It's probably referred to the tsunami 150 years ago recorded in the archives. There's a number as well. 78. The year of the era? Oh, the people who lost their lives. That too. Shiki suddenly knelt before the memorial. Shiki? Single tear rolled across her cheek and spilled to the ground.
ごめん。ごめん。僕が逃げてしまったばかりに。ごめん。本当に。ごめん。
Shiki burst into tears, and I could say nothing. They weren't sobs as much as they were shrieks. But not so much shrieks as they were wails of lament. She looked to be in such wretched pain. Somehow, I felt the same down in my chest. Her cries finally died down, and I offered a handkerchief, remembering I had one.
ありがとう。ズビズビビビビビビ。
Ugh. You can keep that. I would have liked you to stop crying.
ごめんよ。
Shiki, will you talk to me? About yourself.
話したところで理解できない話さ。
Well, let's try to start.
滑稽だと笑ってしまうぜ。
I won't,
ハイリ君、
unless it's really funny. I want to know you, Shiki. I want to know who you are.
ありがとうよ。
She began to speak, still knelt in front of the small memorial.
僕はね、ハイリ君。僕は
She took a deep breath.
僕はこの時代の人間じゃないんだ。
I mean, yeah, that was pretty obvious.
僕はね、ずっと昔にこの島で暮らしていた鬼なんだ。
Cool.
いや、鬼になろうとした人間だ。
She looked towards the ocean.
この島に住んでいた人たちはみんなとても優しかった。優しい人たちばかりが仲良く暮らしていたんだ。でもそんな優しい人たちでも唯一避けていた一族がいたんだ。それが
The Kamiyama family? Al said so herself. The Kamiyamas were descended from Oni. So,
違うよ。
she shook her head.
成瀬家さ。
Naruse? Shira's ancestors?
そう、その成瀬だよ。成瀬の家には娘がいてね。
Shira's face flashed in my mind.
彼女は不幸を呼ぶ呪われた巫女だと言われていたんだ。
Yeah, that sounds like Shira. Why would they say something so off?
成瀬の巫女には不思議な力があったのさ。それは未来を見る力。予言とか予知とかそういう力が。成瀬の巫女が口にした言葉は現実になる。決まって不幸な事象ばかりがね。それが恐ろしくて、
Mm-hmm.
島の人たちはみんな彼女を敬遠していた。あえて彼女の言葉を聞かないようにしたのさ。
Yep, la 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 la. If I don't hear you, it's not real and it won't happen. La 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 la. You too?
あいにく僕は彼女と妙に馬があってね。空門の巫女と一緒に成瀬の家に通っては3人で遊んだものさ。鬼ごっことかね。でもさ、ある日彼女がまた予知をしたんだ。その予知に彼女自身が怯えていた。あまりにも恐ろしい未来を見てしまったと。
Ah, that's every future.
海から災いが来ると。それが
The tsunami.
そう、当時の鳥代島を襲った大津波さ。彼女の予知を一刻も早く島のみんなに知らせるべきだった。そうすれば島の人たちはみんな助かる。
But
だけどそれは叶わなかったんだ。信じてもらえなかった。これまで成瀬が予知していた不幸とはあまりに規模が違いすぎたんだ。島が滅びかねないような予知なんてさすがに笑い話さ。
like, we'll just have choppy seas for a couple days, probably. Just gotta be careful when we go out on the boats.
でも
You believed her, didn't you?
友達だったからね。信じるさ。僕はどんなことをしてでも津波からみんなを守ろうと思ったんだ。津波が来るその日に島の人たちを山へ向かわせたかった。だからね、僕はそこで一計を案じたんだ。
Okay. And that was?
僕が鬼になって島を襲うのさ。どうだい、ハイリ君。素晴らしい企てだとは思わないかい？
No? Not over this seriously, I take it?
もちろん大真面目さ。
Huh. Well,
言いたいことがあるのなら言ったらどうだい？
probably worked better if you just like pretended to be, I don't know, like a Korean pirate or something. No, I know how sincere you must have been. What are you thinking wasn't off? Basically, all she had to do was push the islanders to the mountains on the day of the tsunami by making them run away from her. But her becoming an Oni to that end might be asking a bit too much. There are plenty of anecdotes about all sorts of Oni legends. when you pull back the curtain, these Oni were usually foreigners, men of strength, or bandits or pirates of some kind. Yeah, like I said. So just how could a tiny 14-year-old girl become
も
one?
ちろん僕なりにいろいろ考えていたさ。幸い成瀬の巫女が予知した大津波の日まではまだ時間があったからね。だから僕はその時までにたくさん準備をした。鬼になって島の人たちを怖がらせるためにいろいろ用意したんだ。鬼になりきろうとして島の人たちを憎もうと頑張ったんだぜ。自分は鬼であいつらは敵の人間
And
だって。
what exactly did you do?
そこまでしないとみんなが僕を恐れてくれないと思って自分なりに精一杯頑張ってみたんだ。だけど僕は
Mm-hmm.
鬼になろうとして
Yeah, you're not very threatening.
自分がしようとしていることがもし失敗したらみんなを助けられないんじゃないかって。ヨシンバ成功したとして僕は島のみんなからどんな風に見られてしまうんだろうって怖かったんだ。優しかったみんなが仲良くしてくれたみんなが僕に非難の目を向けてくるかもしれないことが
Mm-hmm.
不安で悩んで苦しんで
So you gotta keep telling yourself all for the greater good and just block it out, bottle up, push it away. Of course you would. These aren't things a 14-year-old girl should have to shoulder alone.
僕は迷ってしまった。
Over whether to go through with your plan or not?
いや、言葉の通りさ。ただ山を歩いていたはずなのに気づけば変な場所にいた。
Strange? What kind of place was this?
真っ白な
you
花
got
が
you got
咲く
spirited away.
ど
Cool.
こまでも続く世界とでも言えばいいのかな。そんな場所さ。
Remember one of the island's legends Nomiki told us about? How people were spirited away. The islanders vanished, then reappeared as if nothing had changed, or simply remained
ずっ
gone.
と一人でいた。ずっとずっと。とても長い時間をそこで過ごした。本当に気が遠くなるほどの時間だった。でもそこにいると不思議とお腹は空かないんだ。年を取ることもなかった。でも、あまりに時間が経ちすぎて喋ることもなく、ただその場所に居続けてやがて考えたりすることもできなくなってしまって。
Okay, fucking cars.
だから忘れてしまった。僕がしたかったことやその理由。自分あのままあそこにいたらそれこそ四季という名前も忘れていたかもしれない。
Like 150 years, I'd probably start fucking getting loopy too.
なのに時折何かが僕の頭の中を通り過ぎていくんだ。あそこを抜け出せたのは本当にただの偶然だったんだ。ある
And
時その
that
世界に
was...
何かが開くような光が見えたんだ。まるでどこかへ通じる出入り口のようだった。少しすると光は消えるんだけど、また一定間隔で現れてさ。最初は気にも留めなかったんだ。でもその時だけなぜか気になって僕はその光をくぐったんだ。そうしたら
You wound up on the sidewalk.
この時代に来ていた。その時覚えていたのは四季という自分の名前と鬼の話を探さなければならないという今ならどうしてそんなことをしようとしていたのかわかるよ。僕はね、ハイリ君、自分の企てが成功したかどうかを確かめたかったんだ。鬼になって島の人たちを山に追い立てて津波から
Yeah.
助ける。
I mean, you can't really say it was your fault.
この時代の鳥城島に
You got
鬼の
nabbed by the
昔
little
話が残っていれば
the little fae folk
僕
who
のその
disappeared.
企ては成
Not
功した
much
と
you
い
can
う
really
こ
do
とに
about
な
that.
る。だから確かめたかった。僕が鬼に慣れていたのかを。でも、こ
Mm-hmm.
の島には鬼の昔話は残っていなかった。つまり僕は鬼になることができなかった。その結果がこれさ。
She put her hand to the memorial.
僕が鬼になれなかったばかりに 島の人たちが犠牲になった。78人もの人が死んでしまった。
Yeah, that's
僕が
gotta
大好きだ
have
った
been like
人
a
たち
decent chunk of the community.
こんなにたくさん助けられなかった。
Like a little rinky-dink fishing outpost on a fucking rock like this.
助けたかったのに、せっかく成瀬の巫女が僕に余地の話をしてくれたのに、まったく情けない話さ。結局僕は自分可愛さに逃げ出したんだからさ。
She shrugged her shoulders and laughed. I took her petite body in my arms without thinking.
ハイリ君、急にどうしたんだい？
You're just... I don't know. You're just pushing yourself so far.
別に無理なんて。
You wanna cry, but won't.
許してくれよ。僕がしたことは泣いて許されるようなことじゃない。何より僕自身が許せないんだ。
Well, you didn't do anything. And not even like in the, oh, because you did nothing, your inaction causes. It's like, no, you tried. Just people are stubborn. I'm not gonna say serves them right, because that'd be kind of fucked up. I'm sure there were some of them where they just didn't even know. It's like, oh, well. But yeah, some things you just can't change. Can't wallow in it forever. It's not your fault. You tried your best, didn't you? For your friends, for everyone on the island. If you did, you've done nothing wrong.
ハイリ君、随分と優しいじゃないか。許してくれよ。こんな時に優しくするなんてずるいぜ。
Your shoulders began to shake like a leaf.
そんな風にされたら我慢できなくなる。
God, how frustrating this is. Shiki's crying, and all I can do is hold her like this. But as long as it brings her even a little peace, I'm okay with that. After Shiki cried herself out, we came back home. She slipped into her futon, then fell fast asleep without eating. I looked through the Torishiro archive of Mountain and Sea, reclining on a floor cushion. 14-year-old girl from a Torishiro Jima 150 years in the past. It was hard to believe right away. Honestly, my head was still swimming. Based on how she acted, it didn't seem like a lie. The somberness of it was just too far gone from some adolescent phase. But just no way I can go with it right away. Clear as day, the tsunami that flooded the island 150 years ago is written in these pages. And Shiki read them, so of course she would know about it. It's possible she took this record as her own memory. Like, she has herself convinced that she's the protagonist of this... As I read, a weird feeling crept up on me. What is this? Was this written here before? The contents of the book were different from the last time I read it. Is this a different book? I confirmed the title on the cover. The Torishiro Archive of Mountain and Sea. Right. But after rechecking its pages, I found unfamiliar words distinctly among them. Ones that left the biggest impression were the pirate known as Onihime? I found no Oni when I read it before. Paid special attention to that word, so I'm positive. Maybe I could have missed one or two, but the name Onihime now appeared everywhere. The record's changed? According to it, the pirate called Onihime used this island as a headquarters. But also, they were weak. What? A weak pirate? I don't get this. More mysteries for the pile. Cool. past is actively changing as we interact with Shiki. That's cool. That's a good twist for like a time travel thing. Normally it's the future that would change. But now the past is shifting, which is, well, I guess from her perspective it's the future. Weird timey-wimey shenanigans. The next morning, Shiki wanted to come out of her futon, so I went to her room and suggested we look for Oni stories again.
もうその必要はないだろう。島に鬼の話は残っていない。それ僕が鬼になれなかった証拠だよ。
Also, I guess I was right on that pirate thing. Just instead of, you know, it being Korean, which I guess to Japanese of the era would be the same as being a demon, she just fashioned herself as an Oni pirate. How fun. Also, ew. My arm was resting on my desk and I just lifted up and there's like a sweat outline. It's pretty gross out. There's something I want to check.
確かめるって何をだい？
Just get up and let's go. We can stop by the diner and have them make us some omusubi. They offered her the empty omusubi pouch. Come on. Maybe we take a bath first, though, because you, like, went to bed immediately after coming back, and you slept the entire day before, so you've been, like, 3 days without bathing. Like, we need to fucking hose you down.
ああ、もちろん知ってるが、それがどうかしたのか。
本当かい？
島じゃ有名な話だ。昔、鳥城島には鬼姫と名乗るやたらと弱っちい海賊がいたってな。
弱っちい？
船もまともに乗れなかったらしいぜ。
What kind of pirate's that? You're just a brigand at that point.
それで海賊を名乗るってんだから笑っちまうよな。
I knew it.
はいはい、鬼姫さんの話だね。もちろん知っとるよ。
そうなのかい？
それはもうかわいいお嬢ちゃんだったそうだよ。
怖くなかったのかい？
怖いどころか、当時の島の人たちからとっても愛されていたとか。鬼姫さん自身は島の人たちを怖がらせよ
Yeah,
う
she
と
just
し
wasn't
てい
good
た
at
ら
it,
し
so
い
it's
ん
just
だけ
cute
ど
instead.
ね。
It's like a small dog yapping.
それがまた愛らしく見えたんだろうね。
I see the gap moe. This person too.
急にみんなから鬼の話を聞くことができるようになったね。
Yeah.
おかしい。これは一体どういうことだろう。
Everything's lending itself to the record. Hey, Shiki?
なんだい、ハイリ君。
I have this idea. The Onihime in the book is probably you.
はあ？何を言っているんだい、ハイリ君。
Was there anyone else calling themselves an Oni 150 years ago?
それは
No one but you, right?
でも鬼は怖い存在なんだぜ。人々から恐れられるのが鬼なんだ。
Yeah, but it was you, which means you're bad at it, so...
弱っちいとか愛されていたとか、そんなの鬼じゃないぜ。
If you ask me, that sounds about right for you.
そんなはずは。だって鬼は強くて怖くて。
Oh, you've been lifting? Eating nothing but like protein? Chugging whey? Nah. Sure, I understand where her shock's coming from. Shiki's goal was to become a symbol of fear for the people of the island. But she's only gonna come across as a kind mascot character, if anything. That's not what I wanted to check, though. Why were people talking about Onihime all of a sudden? That's what has my attention.
よ、入り。
お、高原か。
式も一緒か。
Go on, Shiki, like before.
こんにちは。良一先輩、天前先輩、野美希先輩。
You guys never stop falling for that.
しょうがねえだろう。可愛い後輩から先輩なんて呼ばれたら誰だってこうなる。
かわいいはやめてくれないか、良一先輩。
は
ある意味小悪魔のようだな、式は。
Yeah, the fact that she doesn't mean to makes it even worse.
それを言うなら鬼と呼んでおくれよ、並木先輩。良一の気持ちに共感する日が来るなんて。
小悪魔ではなく鬼か。なら高鬼だな。
Yeah, that's more apt, but speak up, Tenzin, you're a little quiet.
そこは普通に鬼でいいじゃないか、天然先輩。
この胸の高鳴りはまるでリューズに突入した瞬間のようだ。
So, your cute underclassman has a question for you, senpai.
先輩たちは鬼姫の話を知っているかい？
鬼姫？ああ、もちろん。島の人間なら誰でも知っている話だ。
子供の頃から耳にピンポン玉ができるほど聞かされているからな。
Huh.
本当かい？
小さい頃はよく親に言われたもんだぜ。言うことを聞かない悪い子は鬼姫みたいになるぞってな。
Yeah, failure. Turn out like Onihime? Not Onihime will get you or something?
それは海賊みたいになるぞっていう意味かい？いや、バカになるぞという。
Womp womp. Can you elaborate?
海賊の真似して溺れたり、船の上で焚き火をして沈めたり。
かなり間の抜けた恥ずかしいやつって話だからな。
Ah, gotcha. Shiki stood next to me, dumbfounded. The immense shock appeared to hinder her ability to speak.
モテない兄ちゃんと鬼の姉ちゃんだ。
Can you not be a jerk the second you see me? The usual kids came by.
こんなところにいるなんて相変わらず暇そうだな。一緒に遊ぼうよ。
You heard him, Shiki? Shiki?
陽一兄ちゃんと天然兄ちゃんも一緒にやらねえか？
構わねえぞ。
よし、すぐに人数分のラケットを用意しよう。
卓球なんてしないで。天然兄ちゃん弱いもん。
Yeah, they sure are, bud.
残酷だと思わないか、高原。
Now, if you really want to throw them for a loop, you'd ask them, okay, you know about Onihime. How come you didn't mention this, like, a couple days ago when I was asking around? Did you just forget the story that you said you know like the back of your hands? And it was drilled into your skull since, like, the day you were born? Isn't that a little, don't you find that a little strange, senpais? And then see what happens there. That contradiction. You look so pitiful, I'm not even really sure what to say.
飲みきねも一緒にどう？私はやめておこう。
I'm not gonna play?
走るのは苦手でな。
Yeah, you got stubby little legs. She instinctively held her chest. I wagered a guess as to what she meant at the cost of my face heating
ほ
up.
ら、兄ちゃん、早くやろうぜ。
You just need more support. Like, are you just, like, freeballing in there? Like, what are you doing, Nomiki? Alright, gang up Oni again?
兄ちゃんたちに良一兄ちゃんと天然兄ちゃんまでいたら俺ら絶対勝てないよ。
Then how about we play with superpowers?
ショッカスってなんだ？ああ、知らね。
That's where you don't become the Oni after getting tagged. You don't call that here?
タッチされても鬼にならないのは鬼姫って言うんだぜ。鬼姫は弱いからな。
Womp womp.
かわいそうだからな。
Is she that bad?
弱い。情けない。恥ずかしい。
Kids really don't hold back. Shiki looked on the verge of tears.
鬼姫は強いんだ。怖いんだ。絶対に弱くなんかないんだ。
Shiki kept grumbling even after we got home. The whole Onihime sucks thing really got to her. She wouldn't go her usual speed without playing Oni either. When playing Oni either. And made for an easy target. On our way home, she tottered around with uncertain steps. Hey, oh, wrong button. Hey, got a minute, Shiki?
鬼姫は強い。
Shiki! Shiki! Earth to Shiki?
なんだい？
I said I wanted to check something when we left this morning, remember?
そういえば言ったね。
It's about what's written in this book. Hail the Tortoise-Shiro Archive.
古文書がどうかしたのかい？
Well, you already read it, so you probably know, but look here. I showed her the page where the name Onihime came up. When I first read this, that name wasn't here. Now it's all over
待
the...
ってくれ、ハイリ君。
What?
鬼姫の文字がなかったって言ったのかい？
Yeah, I did.
僕が読んだ時には鬼姫は出てきてたぜ。
What? How was that possible?
嘘じゃないさ。海賊の鬼姫のことだろ。それなら僕が読んだ時にはちゃんと書かれていたぜ。君が見落としていたんじゃないのかい？
No, I'm sure I didn't.
本当かい？
Really? That's why I wanted to check something. I wanted to find out what these changes mean. And what I found, you know, too. Everyone on this island started to mention Onihime. They didn't just suddenly remember, and they weren't keeping quiet. They talked like they knew her right from the start.
つまりどういうことだい？
History has changed. I might be exaggerating, but something has, and something caused it. This Onihime didn't used to exist, now does. Meaning the contents of this record changed, and so did everyone's memories.
そんなことって本当にあるのかい？
Didn't you come from 150 years in the past?
確かに君の言う通りだね。
Like I said today, she's probably you. You've taken the stage as Onihime.
僕はそんなに弱いのかな？
Yeah, you kinda suck. Don't worry about that for now. When I read this first, Onihime the pirate never appeared. She did when you read it next. Something happened in between. Something to cause history to alter.
それって？
Why I'm talking to you? I don't know. I got this from Kyoko-san about 5 days ago. And you read it the day before yesterday. In those 3 days, something happened. What was it?
そんなこと言われても。
Anything is fine. Try to remember. I'll think too.
確か空門の娘に会いに行ったのは覚えているよ。
Now? We went to see her at the candy store.
それとハイリ君が熱を出した。
I don't think factors involving me will be related.
じゃあやっぱり空門の娘に会ったことかな？
Are we doing a Steins Gate? You got the fever and you hopped world lines?
でも彼女も鬼の話は知らなかった。
Right.
僕は何でもいいから情報が欲しいと彼女に言って、彼女はなんだっけ、何か話をしてくれたような。海賊。そうだ、海賊の話をしてくれたんだった。
But she didn't.
空門の娘は島の人たちが海賊を怖がっていたって言っていた。
Did she? I actually don't remember. Pirates. Onihime the pirate. Those words led to Shiki internally associating pirates with what people feared. Oh, maybe she did then. It has been like a couple days since I recorded that part. Get off my back. That could be what caused the record to be rewritten. Maybe you're the one that changed this?
僕次第？
I don't get why, but you were the trigger. Your thoughts and actions shaped this island's history.
そんなことって。
This is the theory, of course. But we might try acting with that in mind from now on.
とんでもないことを考えるね、ハイリ君は。
Says the girl who crossed time.
確かに。
Let's test it out.
試す？何を？
Yeah, let's watch like some slasher flicks and see if that alters your perceptive of like what a demon is and if that changes the past. Let's raise us an Onihime. Yeah, let's just start messing around with the timeline for fun. I'm sure nothing strange or bad will happen from that. The next day, Shiki and I came to the
こ
docks.
こで僕は何をするんだい？
Do you remember how the Onihime everyone talked about couldn't sail a ship?
ぶえ
Looks like you do. By the way, have you ever ridden one before?
ないぜ。
I figured. So, we're gonna try and teach you how to work a boat.
僕がかい？
I mean, little skiff sailboats are actually fairly easy to work. If you can get better at it, the record might change. Once upon a time, I used to know how to work a sailboat, like handle all the rigging and, adjusting the mast and the sails and all that, but it's been like 15 years since I last sailed, so all that shit's gone. I might be able to pick it up again after some practice, but nope. In which case, there's a chance the Onihime legend would too. I don't know if I said that already. I want to test this out.
なるほど。
A pirate tearing through the Torishirojima waters as they please. A sight alone would chill spines and send people running.
おー、すごい！まさに鬼じゃないか。
Operation Turn Kamiyama Shiki into Onihime the Pirate is a go.
海賊鬼姫、なかなかいい響きじゃないか。海賊鬼姫、健在！
She struck a pose with a smug face. Man, you're cute.
可愛いじゃ困る。恐れてくれ。
Uh-oh. Right.
って今、ハイリ君、僕のこと可愛いって言ったかい？
Don't be weird about it. No, it just slipped out.
そうか。なら聞かなかったことにしておくぜ。
Yeah, please do. Awkward.
それで誰が僕に船の操り方を教えてくれるんだい？
Don't worry. I got a teacher prepared. I bet Roichi can sail a boat? Sensei, if you
起
please.
立
We already are.
じゃあ礼
I'll let him have his fun.
着席
Shiki and I went ahead and sat on the ground like school kids in gym class.
俺が船の先生だ
良一先輩がかい？
You can man a ship, apparently. Right?
まあガキの頃から親父の船に乗ってるからな
良一先輩の家は漁師なんだ。
I think most people in this island do, but
おうよ海の男だぜ
let's get right to it.
まあ待てまずは船に乗る心構えからだこれから海に出るにあたりお前たちに絶対に守ってもらいたいことがある
Yeah, you should probably put on some life jackets.
なんだい？
俺のことは船長もしくはキャプテンと呼べ
And?
了解したよ、船長。
よしそれから海の上は危険がいっぱいだ
Correct.
船に乗ったら必ず船長の指示に従うこと
了解したよ、船長。
返事がないぞハイリ
Yes, sir, Captain, sir.
ーよしそれじゃあ船に乗り込むぞ
僕は女だ。
Don't worry about it.
入る
船長、了解だぜ。
よし行くぜ
Aye, aye.
やー！
By the way, Roichi,
船長もしくはキャプテンだ
Captain, do you have a boating license?
もちろん取れる年になったら取るつもりだ
Meaning you don't. Actually, let's not continue this line of questioning.
船の操縦に関しゃみんなガキの頃から親に一通り叩き込まれてるからな免許なんて後からついてくるもんだぜ
He answered anyway. He steered the boat while talking like it was nothing, though. It looked pretty cool and reliable, I gotta say. I bet it'll have a lot to teach you, huh, Shiki? Huh? Shiki, who should have been at the bow, was nowhere to be seen. Oh, Shiki, do you get seasick? Hey, Shiki? Oh, there you are. She slipped to the rear of the ship. What's wrong? She looked paler than a ghost. Are you seasick? She nodded in silence. Even opening her mouth seemed too much. Yeah, 'cause if she opens it, something else is going to come out. We barely even left the dock. Captain, is Shiki seasick?
吐くならもう少し沖に出てからにしてくれ。魚が寄ってくるから。
いる。
よし、この辺りなら分かりやすいな。おーし、そんじゃ船の操り方を教えるぜ。
We're all ears.
よろしくお願いしまっぷ。
Is she gonna make it?
まあ操縦つっても基本的な操作は説明書を読めば誰だって。俺が教えたいのは潮目の読み
Ooh,
方。
the good stuff. Lines between currents?
瀬戸内海は小島が多いからな。かなり潮の流れが複雑なんだわ。船を上手に操るにはその複雑な潮目を読むことが大切だ。潮目ってのは海の色や波の高さ、風の向きから読み取ることができる。それに逆らっちゃ船が暴れる。
Yeah.
いいか、まずはあそこを見ろ。
Especially with the
ちょっ
sailboat.
と海の色が濃くなってるだろ。
Captain Roichi's current reading lecture began.
止
Yeah,
ま
it's probably
そ
deeper
ん
over
な
there.
感じだ。
Cool. Oh, we're just skipping by it? We don't actually get it?
ぶっちゃ
Okay.
け船の操縦なんて潮目さえ読めるようになればとりあえずなんとかなる。あとは経験と勘だな。
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's a blunt way of putting it. But it did help. Nah, I get what you're saying. It's like a lot of stuff. You just gotta go by vibes sometimes. Be like, oh, this doesn't feel right. Or like, something seems off over there. Like, let me try doing this instead. It's kind of like that with driving, too. Like, if the road feels funky, it's like, maybe I should slow down. Or maybe I should, like, try to switch lanes. Like that kind of thing. Now it's whether Shiki can put the knowledge to use or not. Yeah, not looking so great.
何か質問はあるか？
Yes, Captain. How does one get over seasickness? You get used to it.
慣れだ。
Yep. Blunter than a club, this guy.
まあいくつか予防策を講じておけば軽減することはできるけどな。
Yeah, don't eat before you go out. Try to like keep steady with the bobbing of the boat. You know, kind of bounce yourself lightly as it's going. For example.
まず睡眠時間はしっかりとること。
Don't come out hungover.
それから船の進行方向に背を向けないこと。
Yep. Want to keep that. That's part of like what motion sickness comes from. Like the disconnect between your brain seeing, like your eyes seeing the motion, and your body feeling it. Like that's why you get it looking down, like reading a book, or like I was going to say playing on your Game Boy in the car, because that's when I would get it as a kid. And why you're more likely to get it in the back seat, because you have less points of reference for your brain to see the motion going on and correlate it with like what your body's feeling. There's some study done into like why you get motion sickness. It's not like definitively patted down, but one of the prevailing theories is it's basically like a, I'm trying to word it right. Okay. In you know, nature, you know, because humans aren't designed to be sailing boats and driving cars 60 miles an hour. Like the only time you would get like such a disconnect from that would be like if you ate something poisonous and your fucking body's like going wacky. So it's kind of like a purge mechanism, like of something's fucked up. You probably ate something bad. You should really like try to get that out of your body. So throw up. And that's one of the prevailing theories of why you get motion sick. It's like legacy fucking animal hardware in our brain, or software, I guess, which doesn't like to play nice with modern human conveniences. So yeah, keep looking forward, look at the horizon. Just like when you're getting sick in the car, you can either look out the window and like see everything going by, or look forward and, you know, see things approaching, that kind of thing.
あと乗船前に飯を食っておくことだ。
Really, eating before
食
boarding.
いすぎはもちろんダメだが、吐きたくないからって腹を空かしてるのも逆効果だ。
Okay, no, I can see that. It's like if you've ever gone an entire day without eating. When you get really hungry, you get nauseous. Hear that?
朝ごはん食べ過ぎた。
Yep, little piggy.
でも吐きすぎてもう空腹だよ。
You're just like wringing out the bile right now.
だからおむすびを食べるよ。
Her face still pale white. She pulled out her lunchtime omusubi. Are you insane?
おむすびを食べれば元気に。
ちなみに酔ってから食っても意味がないぞ。
Yeah, it's just gonna come right up.
もう胃がびっくりしちゃってるからな。
Shiki was still unsteady after returning to the docks.
乙女として見せてはいけない
The contents of your
姿を
stomach.
晒した。
That's what you've exposed. The mental damage incurred by her gracelessness was evidently worse than any seasickness. Oh, what can I do for her at a time like this? Don't let it get you down. That's all I've got.
初めて船に乗ったのなら最初はそんなもんだ。ま、そのうち慣れるって。
Would taking some anti-nausea medicine be better?
それも一つの手だな。あと三半規管を鍛えるってのもあるな。
How?
ただ床の上をゴロゴロ転がるだけでもいいんだが、どうせなら島の漁師流ってやつやってみるか？
Fisherman style?
その名もぐるぐる鬼ごっこだ。
Oh, that name gives me a bad feeling.
鬼ごっこなら
Oh, is this like
負けない
fucking
ぜ。
like the game you do at cookouts where you have like the wiffle bat and you put it on the ground and you put your forehead on it and then you spin around it in circles and then try to run in a straight line? And the Oni trying to jump right in isn't helping.
まさかこの年になってぐるぐる鬼ごっこをやるとは思わなかったぜ。
何年ぶりだ？ガキの頃以来だな。
Some fishermen gathered at Ruichi's request. Why do we move to the beach? Because you're going to be falling over.
危険だからな。
Isn't that risky? That spinny Oni?
やばい。この島に伝わる難易度 S クラスの鬼ごっこだ。
That's rank.
ほら、これ。
Ruchi handed me a baseball bat. Yup. I saw the fishermen holding the same. Beating each other up?
なわけあるか。
I don't know, because Onis use clubs.
おい、三谷の何回転で行くよ。
Turns.
初心者がいるんで軽く10回転でお願いします。
10回転か。ガキの遊びだな。最初の鬼は俺がやってやろう。
そんじゃ行きますよ。はい、セット。
At Ruichi's call, the fishermen stood their bats on the sand, gripped it with both hands, and then put their foreheads to the handle.
ほら、お前たちも。
Okay.
こうかい？
Shiki and I copied them. You can't mean...
レディーターン。
They started spinning around the bat, their heads still stuck to it.
1、2、3。
I knew it. Just follow what I do, Shiki.
わかったよ。
4、5、6、7、8、9。
10。
Alright, lift your head up.
にっけろー。
Oh, Shiki's just gonna eat shit immediately. They dropped their bats and scattered. Run, Shiki! Whoa! We stumbled left and right. Our senses of balance robbed from all the spinning.
さすがに久しぶりにやると答えるの。
なんのこれ式。おお。うお。
The fishermen, too, tottered and fell all over the place.
そうだ、入り、式。これが島に伝わる難易度 S クラスのぐるぐる鬼ごっこ。
Ruichi lurched to the side as he ran and plunged into the ocean. Now, I can see this being dangerous outside the beach. Couldn't see a straight line to save my life either. Or keep a straight line. Ah, Shiki. She couldn't even stand right. In the end, we only played one round of Spinioni. The fisherman threw in the towel before us.
やっぱり年には勝てねえな。
昔は30回転くらい
Yeah,
余
it's
裕
getting
だ
old
ったんだ
for
が
you.
な。
現役の漁師さんでも音を上げる。これがぐるぐる鬼ごっこだ。
You've got seaweed on your
あ
head.
った。
This definitely work out your ears for sure, but it's not exactly great for practicing. We'll go with rolling around at
そう
home.
か。
You prefer that too, right, Shiki? Shiki was sat down on the beach, not moving. Shiki, still feeling dizzy?
これを見てくれハイリ君。
When she looked this way, she had a smile on for some reason. She held out something in her hand to us. What's that? A manila clam?
ハマグリさ。
Is that like a cool type of clam? Let me Google it. Hamaguri clam? Okay. Yeah, it's just a clam. Just a clam.
まだ小さいけど、これは確かにハマグリだ。
What about it?
お、珍しいものを見つけたな。
You can eat it? It's rare? The hamaguri?
この辺りじゃもうほとんど取れねえんだよ。
昔はよく取れたんだけどな。最近じゃさっぱりだ。
Huh, really? Shiki turned it this way and that, gazing at it with great
この
interest.
ハマグリ、僕がもらってもいいかい？
She looked at the fisherman. It'd be poaching if she just took off with it.
それは別に構わんが。
でもそんな小さいのじゃ食い手がないぞ。
それでもいいんだ。ありがとう。
You just like the shell? She cheerfully squeezed it in her hands. Ugh, still kind of wobbly.
そうだね。
Careful not to fall over.
わかってる。
She beamed at the hamaguri. You really like that clam. I thought you liked saze more.
食べるためにもらったわけじゃないさ。ハマグリは縁起物なんだぜ。
They are?
知らないのかい？ハマグリはひな祭りや。
She staggered in the middle of her sentence and started to fall. I immediately reached down and grabbed her arm.
ちょっ
You okay?
とありがとう。面倒をかけるね。
Man, what'd I just say? Here, I'll hold your hand. I held out my own.
それじゃ失礼して。
Oh, that's a good CG. She took hold of it a bit differently than I'd expected.
どうしたんだい？
Well, our hands.
迷惑だったか
If you're okay with it, I am, I guess. It's totally different, like how a couple would hold hands. No, this is totally like how a couple would hold hands. Shiki might not think anything of it, but it made me self-conscious. And to be honest, happy.
い？
She looked at her joined hands contently and smiled. Don't you look happy?
まあね。今日は辛いことがたくさんあったけど、楽しいこともあったからね。
Like finding a hamaguri?
他にもね。
All that's coming to mind now was, all that's coming to mind beyond that was pretty painful.
そんなことないさ。ハイリ君と一日一緒にいたことも楽しかったぜ。
She swung her hands up and down and held them there. Up and held them there. I'm fucking floundering right now, guys. I think it's this heat. It's like my brain is like slowly simmering in my skull pan.
これもおむすびだね。
Omasubi? She grinned at me, red in the face. Yeah, something about this binding, really is special. Not just for me, but for Shiki as well. Yeah, No Musubi. No Musubi of the hands. Of mine and Shiki's. She swung her hands again. Shiki, can I come in?
いいぜ
Just rolling around. So, Shiki rolled herself over to me. Getting right to it, I see.
まあね
She was training her inner ear canals like Ruichi said to. She held her arms above her head, rolled left and right over the tatami. Seem like it's working?
効果あるぜ
Probably hard to tell like on your first day.
その証拠に今僕はすごく気持ちが悪いんだ
It's probably good workout for your core, though. Her smile twitched. That definitely doesn't look comfortable. Now don't push yourself too hard.
ハイリ君も一緒にどうだい
I really don't want to, but alright, why not? I lay down next to her and both of us got to rolling.
どうだい
Whoa. This definitely feels pretty terrible.
だろ
And it's starting to feel kind of weird.
だろ
Makes me sorta want to laugh.
笑っちゃう
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I noticed Umi-chan peeking at us through the sliding door.
楽しそう
She seemed jealous. Quietly slid shut, tumbling noises soon followed. Ha 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 ha! But we ignored it and just kept rolling.
ハリ君僕強くなったぜ
Shiki proudly swayed to on her feet. Well, you know, slow and steady. I'm not sure we'll see the efforts that quickly.
それで何しに来たんだい
My dyslexia is in full swing right now.
部屋に来たのは何か用事があったからじゃないのかい
Oh! I've forgotten all the rolling. Right, I wanted to check the archive. Left it in here with Shiki. We sat down, Seiza style, facing each other with the book in between us. Learned how to handle a boat from Ruichi today. Specifically, how to read currents. If this experience causes the record to change, then my theory that your thoughts, your awareness and actions change history will be true.
そうだね
Now, let's see. I flipped it open to the description of Oni Hime.
どうなんだいハリ君
Oh, it's different. It changed, Shiki.
本当なのかい
Here, look. Right here. I turned her to her and pointed out the altered text. See where it says Onihime was the greatest sailor on the island and excelled at reading currents?
本当だ
Damn, the greatest sailor on an island of fishermen?
ハリ
Shiki! We shared a smile and brought our hands together.
君やったぜハリ君
We sure did, Shiki.
続きはどうなっているんだい島の人たちは海賊鬼姫を恐れているのかい
They probably thought she was cool. Hold on. Onihime used her ingenious helmsmanship to aid with fishing. She was greatly appreciated by all.
違う全然恐れられてないぜハリ君この鬼優しいじゃないか
Well, the past changed, right? For now, that's progress. I suppose the other way we could go about this is we make it so that way Onihime essentially is so respected by the islanders and trusted that when she tells them to go to the mountains in fear of a tsunami, they agree with her because it's like, damn, if Onihime is saying it, then it must be true. Let's get out of here.
そうかもしれないけどこれは僕が目指す鬼じゃない何度も言うけど僕は恐れられなくちゃいけないんだよ海賊鬼姫は恐怖の対象でなくちゃダメなんだ
I guess we gotta learn fighting next? I know that. Naturally, that's our end goal. So let's do everything we can to make Onihime the pirate dreaded by all. Either that or we do too well in making her a pirate, and it's like, and then the governor's forces came and hunted down and executed Onihime, and it's like, ooh, like oops, a little too far. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. It's like, and then Emperor Meiji, under his personal decree, put a bounty for the death of Onihime. It's like, yeah. Like, that's not good. Though then again, Summer Pockets takes place in undetermined year, so it's hard to say whether Meiji would have already been emperor or if it was the emperor before Meiji that I can't remember off the top of my head. But, ladies and gentlemen, with this fun timey-wimey shenanigans and good plot, I actually like where the story is going. I think this is a good route so far, story-wise and character-wise. I both like Shiki, and I like the fun kind of, I don't want to call it wacky, because that, I feel like that downgrades it a little bit, but interesting premise that is fairly well executed so far that they're going with. I want to see more with what they do and how it develops. So, yeah. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're getting here for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Check out the Discord link in the description down below and become a member today and give me your money. See you all next time. I have no outro because my brain isn't working well. My ability to read deteriorating. I've gone stupid. I need to drink some water before I, like, die because my brain, like, becomes well done inside my head. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Mwah.